All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever heard of this? A government launches this huge 5-year mission full of big promises, and then poof, it just vanishes. I mean, no final report, no press conference, just nothing. Well, that's the strange case we're digging into today. What on earth happened to Meghalaya's aquaculture mission?
You know, this quote right here just nails it. Government amnesia. That's the perfect way to describe this whole thing. Look, this wasn't some tiny project tucked away in a corner. It was a big deal, a formally announced 5-year plan. So for it to just fade into nothing, yeah, that leaves you wondering, where's the accountability?
Okay, so to figure out what happened here, or maybe more accurately, what didn't happen, we've got to look at the facts. Let's put on our detective hats for a minute and piece together the timeline of what feels like a ghost program.
And this timeline, it just lays the whole problem out so clearly, right? The mission kicks off back in 2012. It's supposed to run for 5 years, so it officially ends in 2017. And after that, crickets, total silence. We're talking about an 8-year-long information vacuum. No updates, no results, no clue what's next. It's almost like the whole thing was just a dream.
Now, to really get why this radio silence is so weird, you have to understand what this mission was supposed to be. This wasn't just some small-time project. Oh no. This was pitched as the master plan, the blueprint for a blue revolution that was going to transform the state.
And get this wasn't just some side project they came up with. The government itself officially declared fisheries a key sector for development. So this mission was meant to be a central pillar of their whole economic strategy, which, makes its disappearing act all the more confusing.
I mean, just look at how ambitious this thing was. We're not just talking about farming a few more fish here. The plan was huge. They were going to develop marshes and other water bodies, conserve native species like the famous Mahseer, set up massive breeding farms, and even build these state-of-the-art fish markets. And on top of all that, they wanted to boost cooperatives and even get into ornamental fisheries. It was the whole shebang, a really comprehensive vision.
But you guessed it, after all those grand promises and detailed plans, the case goes completely cold. After 2017, we hit that information void, where the most basic questions about what the mission actually did just hang in the air.
Like a simple one. Did the mission build any new hatcheries? The plan said they would, both public and private ones. So, did they? Where are they?
And what about the environmental side? A huge goal was conserving native species, like the incredible chocolate Mahseer. Did that happen? Was it a success? We honestly have no clue.
Then there's the infrastructure, the stuff that people can actually see and use. They promised modern fish markets with all the latest facilities. So, were they ever actually built?
And after asking all those questions, here's the punchline. As of right now, there is literally zero public data available to answer any of them. Nothing. The trail is ice cold.
And it's not just the raw data that's gone missing. It's the basic paperwork you'd expect from any government program. There's no official completion report to say, hey, we finished. There's no evaluation study to tell us what worked and what didn't. And maybe most importantly, there's no successor mission, no plan for what to do from 2017 onwards, just a black hole.
So, since the official channels are silent, we're left to do a little speculating ourselves. Without the facts, all we can do is look at a few plausible theories about what could have happened here.
All right, let's walk through these. Theory 1. It was a huge success and just got absorbed into the department's regular work. Plausible, but then why wouldn't you publish a success report? You'd want to shout that from the rooftops, right? Okay. Theory 2. It was a mixed bag. Some wins, some losses. Maybe they buried the report to avoid talking about the failures. Theory 3. It was a total flop and they just quietly swept it under the rug. But again, why be so secretive about it? And then there's the fourth, most cynical theory. Maybe it never really got off the ground. Maybe it was all just talk, just a plan on paper, with nothing real to show for it in the end.
Look, when there's no official transparency, the only way forward is for people to start asking questions themselves. And this is where we shift gears a bit, because now it's your turn to become part of the investigation.
So here are 3 real things you could do. First, go talk to the people on the ground. Ask the local fish farmers, have they seen any benefits, any new hatcheries or markets pop up in the last decade? Step 2, go straight to the source. Pay a visit to the Fisheries Department and formally request the final report from 2017. Whether they have it or not tells you a lot. And finally, step 3, challenge public officials. Ask them directly to clarify what happened to the mission and what the state's plan for fisheries is today. And all of this brings us back to the one big unanswered question at the heart of this whole mystery. Was this 5-year mission a real success that quietly made things better for people, or was it all just a policy mirage, a beautiful idea that shimmered on the horizon but disappeared the moment you tried to reach it? The truth is out there, but it looks like it's up to us to find.